Hi, I'm Rebecca Jackson, Fuel My Potential dietitian. In the last episode, I introduced supplements and highlighted a few situations where young athletes might need or benefit from using them. Now I'm going to have a chat about the risks of supplement use, and there are plenty. Risks can come from not taking supplements correctly, so taking them in the wrong dose or at the wrong time, or when you don't actually need them. And dietary supplements are really common for this, so remember they deliver vitamins and minerals in concentrated doses, a lot higher than what we're getting from food, so it makes the risk of taking excessive amounts of these much higher. Taking doses over and above what we need can have harmful effects to our health, as well as training adaptations and performance. So gut issues are a really common one with dietary supplements, so for example, excessive intakes of vitamin C, zinc and magnesium can cause things like nausea, vomiting and diarrhea, whereas constipation is quite common with iron supplementation. And if your tummy is playing up in training or around competition, it's not going to be great for your performance. If that's not unpleasant enough, you can add organ damage to the list. So particularly with our fat-soluble vitamins, we don't excrete them, we store them in our bodies. So for example, excessive intakes of vitamin A, vitamin D can damage your liver and your kidneys. Another thing to be mindful of is superdosing on one nutrient could also be at the detriment of another. So in our bodies, often vitamins and minerals compete for absorption. For example, if we take too much iron from a supplement, it can interfere with our copper and zinc absorption. Along with not using supplements correctly, there is also risk associated with the supplements themselves. So the supplement industry, unlike your pharmaceutical drugs or medications, is not tightly regulated. So products are hitting the shelves without any pre-market testing. So we don't actually know quite often if what's written on the label is what is in the bottle of the product that we're buying. So supplements can contain quite high doses of ingredients that are typically safe. However, when we have them in really high amounts, they can have harmful side effects. Caffeine is an example of this. So many sports foods and ergogenic aids contain quite high levels of caffeine, more than what we're getting through everyday foods such as coffee and chocolate and teas. So some gels can deliver over 100 milligrams of caffeine per serve, which is more than what you're getting in a can of Coke and many energy drinks, whereas your pre-workout supplements can contain 3 to 4 times that, so pretty high levels. And if we're having too much caffeine, it can have some pretty harmful side effects, so gastrointestinal issues, so nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. It can cause headaches, increase our heart rate, blood pressure, can interfere with our sleep as well. And in more extreme cases, it has been known to cause seizures or even death. Caffeine also affects how your body absorbs calcium, which is a key nutrient for young athletes who are trying to grow strong bones. Although we have an idea of a safe limit of caffeine intake for adults, there's a bit of a question mark around younger people. However, it is thought that children and teenagers do have a much lower tolerance when it comes to caffeine. Supplements can also contain harmful, illegal or prohibited substances such as steroids, stimulants or illicit drugs. This is most likely the case with ergogenic aids, and this can happen accidentally through cross-contamination in manufacturing, or there have been situations where products have been deliberately spiked with these products. These substances can often be under different names on the product label, or in more cases they're not completely missing, which makes it a bit of a minefield when you're out there trying to choose a product. Ergogenic aids have been associated with numerous health problems, from dehydration, headaches, anxiety, to heart problems, organ damage, seizures, even death. An important one to note for young athletes is there have been a concerning number of mass gainers that have been spiked with anabolic steroids, which can stunt growth and interfere with reproductive function, which is not ideal for a growing athlete. Anabolic steroids are not only harmful to your health, but they're also banned in sport. If you're not familiar with the term doping, it is the use or intended use of a performance-enhancing substance or method that has been banned by the World Anti-Doping Agency, or WADA. We're going to talk a little bit more about WADA in the next episode on minimising the risks of supplement use. If you want to know more about WADA, you can jump onto their website, or many countries have their own national anti-doping agency, so they're a really great source of information as well. Unfortunately, the careless and misinformed use of supplements is one of the leading causes of anti-doping violation. So an anti-doping violation can see you banned from your sport for a period of time, and when you're in this really important developmental window that you're in now, any time away from your sport could compromise your future sporting career. The only way to completely eliminate the risks and protect your health, performance and future sporting career is to not take any supplements at all. There is a common misconception that athletes need supplements to be successful. However, even when you reach the elite level, you don't need them. And there is a growing trend for many world-class athletes to adopt a food-first approach, so they're choosing to compete without taking any supplements. However, if you are considering taking a supplement, there are some ways to minimise the risks. And I'm going to be joined by Dr. Kirsty Fairburn in the next episode, who has a real wealth of experience in supplement use, and she's going to share some top tips on how you can safeguard your health, your performance and your future sporting career. Along with I had a list. I was like, okay. Along with okay, I might just not use the word misusing. That can enhance performance. That has been banned by the World Doping Anti-Agency. To cause seizures or even death. It sounded so morbid. In cases though, they have been linked with things such as seizures and death. Sorry, it just sounds like I'm like the coroner. Seizures, even death. I can't help laughing at death. So bad.